Steven. I'm 47 years old and I live in Watertown, Massachusetts. I've lived here for about 3 months. Just moved here from Cincinnati, Ohio, and I've had IC since 2002. I never recall feeling completely healthy. As a child, I was always getting sick, numerous trips to the doctor, and lots of antibiotics. I also had asthma and allergies as a child. Was taking allergy shots for probably a period of 10 years, inhalers for my asthma, lots of different allergy medication. And I was also diagnosed with irritable bowel syndrome as a teen. And then as I got older, I worked as a retail manager for 15 years, lots of long hours, high stress environments, which definitely led to very poor eating habits. So my symptoms started back in 2002. I had very bad urgency and frequency. I was probably going to the bathroom over 30 times a day. I first started off by going to my family doctor to see if he could help me. And he first did a test on my urine to see if I had a UTI. That came back negative. So he ended up sending me to a urologist. Urologist did a scope of my bladder, and I was diagnosed with IC in 2002. He handed me the IC diet, like just about every patient has, and started me on 10 milligrams of amitriptyline. This seemed to work as I was able to put my symptoms in remission for about 15 years, wasn't really watching what I was eating or drinking, didn't have that many flares. Probably about 2018, my urgency and frequency came back. And the urologist I was seeing at the time added oxybutynin to my regimen to go with the amitriptyline. About a year later, still wasn't having a ton of success. My symptoms were still there. So a coworker told me about functional medicine practitioner. So made appointment with her. She helped me a little bit with inflammation and gut health, but didn't really help much with the frequency. So that's when I did a Google search for practitioners who know about IC, and I found Dr. Mandy. Also did pelvic floor therapy, which helped a little. Got tested for food allergies and tried Desert Harvest aloe vera, which didn't really do much. So my main complaint prior to meeting with Dr. Mandy was definitely urgency and frequency. Just always feeling like I had to go to the bathroom. I could go to the bathroom and literally 30 minutes later, I felt like I had to go again. Definitely wasn't as bad as it was when I was first diagnosed, but still enough to cause me problems, especially with work. It was definitely affecting my performance. I was also hoping Dr. Mandy would address my gut issues as well. Had really bad constipation. Wasn't going to doing a bowel movement in 5 or 6 days. And I had really bad fatigue as well, just really low energy. But those were the main symptoms, I had when I started working with Dr. Mandy. So Dr. Mandy is so different than any other practitioner I've worked with. She's so knowledgeable. She's very passionate about helping her patients get to remission. The amount of work she puts into reviewing tests and running protocols, it's incredible. I took a Nutra-Eval test last March. She reviewed it. She wrote me a 25-page report with all the different protocols, all the foods that she recommended I eat, information about pathways, just everything that was so valuable. You're not going to get that with any other practitioner. She really cares. She's also at IC. She can relate to us and what we are going through. She's also very honest. She talks about how hard it is to get to remission. And she's definitely available. If you need to get in touch with her, you can always go through the app, send her an email, go through Instagram, Messenger, and she'll definitely respond in a timely manner. That's why she's the best, and you're not going to get this kind of help anywhere else. I feel probably about 75 to 80% better since I started working with Dr. Mandy. Going to retest a couple of the tests that I did earlier to see where I am, kind of give myself a baseline of what I need to work on. Definitely feel like I have to address a few more vitamin and mineral deficiencies, but I'm definitely happy where I am now. And I couldn't do this without Dr. Mandy's help. So I think it's actually happened a little quicker than I expected. After I saw how many root causes I had, I was figuring it was going to be years before I would see relief. It's been probably about 2 years now since my last set of tests, and I'm really starting to feel better. It makes me want to continue to work hard so I can eventually achieve remission. I know I still have a ways to go, but I definitely see light at the end of the tunnel. I used to get up 2 to 3 times a night to use the bathroom before I started working with Dr. Mandy. And now I very rarely have to get up in the middle of the night to use the bathroom. It's also much better at work. Pretty much go in the morning and sometimes after lunch. And that's pretty much it. The rest of the day, I'm usually free. So yeah, it's definitely gotten a lot better. Within the last year or 2 years, symptoms wise. I've got a lot of them. Gut imbalances, fungal overgrowth, multiple vitamin and mineral deficiencies, oxidative stress and oxalates, impaired antioxidant defenses. I've got a DAO deficiency, and then I also have histamine issues as well. I do believe oxalates played a big part in my healing. I've been doing the low ox diet for probably 2 years now. And in that time, I started feeling relief probably after about 6 months of being on the diet. But I definitely feel it's played a big part just watching the foods I eat. I've also done some coaching with Monique, who's a pioneer in the oxalates community. And I'm also on the Trying Low Oxalates group, just trying to find ways to help myself a little bit better with the oxalates. But I definitely feel just being on that low ox diet has definitely made my symptoms a lot better. I definitely feel like I don't have as many in my system as I did probably before I started the diet. Dr. Mandy's been very supportive in my healing. She's always there if you need help, rather sending messages on Instagram or in the Facebook support group or just through email. She's always there to help. There's going to be protocols you're going to try that are not going to work. And there's going to be protocols you try that do work. But the good thing is she's able to make adjustments if you need to increase a supplement or decrease a supplement or try a different supplement. She definitely has the tools available to help support you. And she's very honest, and she really wants to get us to remission, which is something you're not going to find with a lot of practitioners. But yeah, she's super supportive in you through your IC journey. I would highly recommend Dr. Mandy for anyone that has IC and wants to get better. She will put in the work to help you find your root cause, which is huge. Her knowledge in this field is off the charts. She will also support you in any way you need it. She's the best doctor for anybody that has this condition, and I'm not saying this just because I work with her. I've done so many different urologists in all the different states I've lived, a couple functional medicine doctors as well. You're definitely not going to get the care from anybody that you're going to get from Dr. Mandy, and she's the best there is, and she's going to definitely support you and give you the tools you need to get to remission and get you feeling better. I feel so much better than I did when I started. I still have a ways to go. I'm feeling probably about 75 to 80% better. I've definitely learned that food is medicine, and what you put in your body definitely determines how you're going to feel that day. I've done a complete 180 in what I'm eating right now. I've cut out all processed foods. Don't eat any gluten, and also no dairy as well, all with Dr. Mandy's guidance. I only eat fruits, vegetables, and meat right now. I read labels religiously when I'm at the store, making sure that I can get the cleanest ingredients possible, no added stuff that I don't need. And I've also learned about oxalates and how important they are to my healing. Been doing the low oxalate diet now for about a year and a half now. So I think those have definitely helped me get to where I am now and have helped me feel 75 to 80% better than I did 2 years ago. I feel great right now, and I definitely want to keep it that way. And you can get better too if you put in the work. It's definitely not easy. You're going to try things that work and you're going to try things that don't work. There's a lot of bobbing and weaving, but I could not get to where I am now without Dr. Mandy's guidance. The future's bright. You know, I feel so good right now. I'm at the point now where IC is not running my life. I'm able to, you know, do a lot of things that I wasn't able to do before. I'm so excited about what the future holds. I'm starting an Instagram support group. I know there's a lot of support groups for IC that are just a lot of doom and gloom. So I think there needs to be more kind of like Dr. Bandy's Facebook group where we all support each other and we want to get better. And I think that's huge because we need positive thoughts when we're dealing with this because we're feeling bad so much. I've also kicked the tires on possibly doing a podcast. And the best part is I'm like so passionate about oxalates now since I've learned so much. I'm actually taking an oxalates course. I'm hopefully going to start here in the next couple of weeks, and I want to help people who have IC and you know, maybe oxalates could be something that could be causing the root cause. So the future's bright. I'm excited, and I'm very thankful for Dr. Mandy and what she's done, and for the support group. I couldn't do it without everybody's help. So that's it. My Instagram handle is scarlson CARLSON 39. So if anybody ever wants to shoot me a message, has any questions, I'm always here to help. And I'll definitely have information in there about my new IC page or about my possible podcast. So yeah, scarlson 39. Look forward to talking to you and hopefully helping you heal.